A few years ago, I did a dice review on old school Holmes replica dice from a great little dice supplier called Threshold Dice Works. They don't just make retro dice, but a whole line of quality handmade dice sets. And since last we visited them, their creator, Ross Vanderweed, has increased his line of retro dice to now include replicas of the old TSR Dragon dice, or the dice you used to get in the Moldvay Basic and Expert sets, and later the Frank Mentzer version of the Dungeons & Dragons basic sets. As you can see here, I've been lucky enough to have been sent a set of these dice, and we'll take a look coming right up on RPG Retro Reviews. Hello everyone, I'm Captain Courageous and I review old school modules and games and try to give them a fun and informative analysis. This week I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm taking a look at some retro dice. I mean, if you're into retro gaming, why not just dive in with some dice to really make you feel like you're gaming like it's 1981. Back in the early days of Dungeons & Dragons, TSR produced their own line of dice called Dragon Dice, which came with a crayon so you could color in the numbers, which was essentially the same exact set that came in their box sets. Of course, over the years, these old dice have become much coveted by collectors or just gamers who long for the feel and a bit of nostalgia for owning those original sets of dice, but as you might imagine, they've also become ridiculously expensive to purchase, some of them going on eBay for hundreds of dollars. So to that end, Ross Vanderweed from Threshold Dice Works sent me this really nice red set of replica dice emulating the style and feel like you might have found in a brand new Dungeons & Dragons basic set back in the day. So, in addition to the old school retro replica dice, Threshold Dice Works also makes a really nice line of great gaming dice for the Dungeon Crawl Classic sets as well. So, the popularity of the Holmes basic set allowed Ross to purchase several more high-quality 3D printers to make the molds to really move into mass production mode. As you can see here with Ross' latest orders. Unlike the Holmes dice, where Ross only had pictures to go by, he actually managed to procure actual dice from this era to make his replicas, and they turned out great. Here's my set, which I had him ink in yellow to replicate the old Mentzer box dice set, which I don't have anymore for my actual box set. So, due to some concerns voiced by collectors, these reproductions aren't 100%. And as you can see here with my own remaining original yellow dice set, this yellow dice set I've had for a very long time, but as you can see, the D20 has long since disappeared into the void. But by comparing them to the D8 and D10 from Ross's set, you can easily see the shape is very close, but not exact, thus addressing collectors' concerns. However, the fonts are really spot on and exact. Of course, unlike the soft, malleable plastic that caused the old TSR dice to wear on the edges and for the colors to fade and yellow, these are made of a high-quality hard poly resin, and Ross is offering these in all the original colors: blue, green, yellow, red, and so on. There are also a variety of inking options as well, and you can of course get them uninked if you like, and ink them yourself, maybe even with a crayon. If you would like to order a set, it's real easy. Just go to the Threshold Dice Works Facebook page and send Ross a message. I'll provide a link in the description. Note that these are produced in batches, so the next set of retro replica dice that will be produced is the Holmes Basic replica sets, which will be going on sale in September, and the Beckme replicas will be going on sale in October. And in any event, when you message Ross, let him know that the captain sent you, and you'll get an additional 5% off your order. The Beckme dice go for $35 uninked, and the Holmes dice are $40 uninked. Inking is $5. Also, in regards to the Holmes set, there is that pink D20, which you can pick up for an additional $5. In addition, there are some very cool looking sets in general becoming available, so be sure to join the Facebook page for Threshold Dice Works to get all of the updates. And well, that's about all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed this brief stroll down memory lane with me. And thank you all so much for watching. Coming up, I definitely have some fun things in store for you. Dreams of the Red Wizards and Hall of Heroes. This is going to be a fun stroll down memory lane for that. And I also have a fun surprise coming up for you from the makers of Castles and Crusades, Trollord Games. So check back here. Of course, I'd like to thank all my patrons who continue to make this channel possible. Thank you all so much. Please smash that like button, subscribe, and share. Please check out my Teespring store for great gaming swag featuring artwork from James V. West and Phil Stone. Please join the channel's Facebook page, RPG Retro Reviews, and consider becoming a patron yourself. There are 2 ways to leave a tip if you would like to, either through my PayPal tip jar or just use YouTube's super thanks button right here. As always, my friends, may your D20 roll true and game on.